Good morning! It's 6:30 in the morning, and as you know from the last vlog, is that I'm on my way to a meeting point for a tour, and the tour is going to go to the north of South Korea. And you know what's there? North Korea. I'm not gonna go into North Korea, of course, but there's a point in the DMZ, the demilitarized zone, where you can actually look over to the other side, and I'm very curious to learn a lot more about the history of these two countries, the Korean War and everything around it. So this tour is going to be 6 hours, a half-day tour, and then back to Seoul. So on my way to the meeting point.
And these are the stories of 4 tunnels. We have found 4 tunnels so far. So these are North Korean workers who are building the tunnels. The tunnel was made by hand pick and shovels. Yeah. And you can see the same scene at the end when you get inside the tunnel. The red line in the center is the military demarcation line, and this is southern boundary and northern boundary line. So between two orange line is DMZ, demilitarized zone. So actually DMZ is under control of UN, and we are here at the tunnel. Actually the tunnel was found in the DMZ, so actually the southern boundary line used to go this way. But the military allowed us this area, so they moved the barbed wire fence like this one. And you can check this barbed wire fence from the observatory. So the whole tunnel is under 1.6 kilometers. 1.2 kilometers in north and 400 meters in south. Because it's the military demarcation line to protect you going north, from going north. So we made 3 blockages, 1, 2, 3 blockages. You just get here. You just get here. Now when you get there, you just go down and trip the tunnel and then back. And the tunnel is quite deep, 73 meter deep, like 225-story building. It's quite deep. So walking down is easy, but walking up is really a workout. And it will take around 25 minutes going in. And because you cannot take photo inside the tunnel, you just take this one. You just take this one. And the tunnel is usually 2 meters high and 2 meters wide. But in some place, it's just very low, just 5 feet, in just some of the place. That's why I was much worried about you, because you guys are so tall, you're in trouble, yeah. So we have to wear a helmet.
Okay, so I'm all sweaty. So in total, they found 4 tunnels that North Korea dug to go over to South Korea. And one of the tunnels we just visited, was not allowed to take pictures or videos in that, so I took a picture of the model of that. So basically they have a support tunnel that we just climbed down. It's like 358 meters. And then once you're down there, you actually go to the actual tunnel that they built with their hands and with dynamite. Pretty crazy stuff. So in total it was like 1.4 kilometers or something that I just went underground and then back up. So we're all very sweaty now, going back on the bus and going to the observation area where we can actually look over to North Korea. But this was the closest you can get, so I was 170 meters away from North Korea.
And on the hill, over there, behind the white buildings, there is a propaganda message in the middle of the hill. That is, my country is the best.
So guys, over there, that's North Korea. There's like two flags, you can't really see it in this camera, but it's like the South Korean flag, the North Korean flag, and they had a competition which is like the highest. I built higher and the other one built it higher. It's a bit ridiculous, but it's quite cool. Okay, so we had just 20 minutes up here. Thing is, like, we had a lot of time at some other stops, but unfortunately the one that is really exciting and really interesting, we only had 20 minutes. So we have to go back now, but I caught a couple of glimpses over of North Korea. Alright guys, I am back in the city. I'm here at the City Hall in Seoul. It was absolutely fascinating, this whole thing. It's unfortunate that we could only have like 20 minutes watching over the border, because that was the most exciting part of all that. But yeah, it's just incredible to see that history and have been that close to North Korea. And yeah, well, they said like they're taking Germany as an example, hoping that it could be at some point like peacefully reunited. But I don't know, I'm not sure if that is ever possible to do as it happened with Germany. I think it's very unlikely. But yeah, it was fascinating to go there. Definitely recommend everybody, if you ever make it, to check that out. It was crazy to look over the border and see people over there, and yeah, it's wild. But yeah, so that was my trip to the border with North Korea, and thank you very much for watching. This was a little special edition, otherwise I will continue with my weekly vlogs, so make sure to subscribe to see those as well. Bye! But there's a point in the DMZ, the demilitarized zone.